we're looking at each of the girls. Each takes the place of the girls. Each is singular. Put his stuff into the car. Now we know we're trying to match with gender right here, that his does not match with each girl. So this one is incorrect. This one down here is correct because it uses the proper personal pronoun her. Each of the girls put her stuff into the car. So your antecedent is actually each because it renames girls. You don't want to get thrown off because you see an S next to girl, thinking that it is plural because it is not. Each renames the girls, and we're talking about individual girls. So you're going to look at each. Each is a singular antecedent, so you need a singular personal pronoun to rename it. Okay, let's look at the second one. A pronoun must agree with its antecedent in person, meaning a point of view, first person, second person, third person. So let's look at the following example. If students refuse to learn the rules of proper writing, you can forget a good grade in this class. Now, our pronoun is you. You is second person. Does it match with our antecedent, students? We are renaming students. First of all, students is plural, so this should be plural. Second, students is third person, and you is second person. So there's two things wrong with this sentence. So let's look down here. The correct example says, if students, plural, refuse to learn the rules of proper writing, they can forget a good grade in this class. Students is plural, they is plural, and both of them are in third person perspective. So that is why that one is correct. For the third one, a pronoun must agree with its antecedent in number. Each girl wants to look beautiful on their prom night. Sorry about that. The issue is each is singular because we're looking at individual girls, just like in number one. Each girl wants to look beautiful on their prom night. There is plural, talking about multiple people. So what you want is you want it to say each girl wants to look beautiful on her prom night. So this should be her prom night. And then this is singular and this is singular. So you have to make sure that they match inside of your sentence. So this second slide, like I said, has your personal pronouns. If you're trying to figure out, is it singular? You're going to look at the top list. Is it plural? You're going to look at the bottom list. The third slide is where we find the commonly confused pronouns. These on the left right here in the yellow box are considered our indefinite pronouns. Anytime a noun is replaced with one of these and it is used as an antecedent, it makes it singular. We will look at an example. The word everyone right here sounds like you're talking about a lot of people, but actually everyone is considered a singular indefinite pronoun. So if I say everyone came to class and brought their book, it would be incorrect because everyone is singular. So I should say everyone came to class and brought his or her book because this is singular and then I need a singular personal pronoun. So I would say his or hers because it was possessive. Let's take a look at the last slide. We can go ahead and type some answers on it. So I'm going to scoot out of this real quick. Okay, so let's take a look at this one for number one. Neither of the two cars is known for blank fuel economy. This is what I was talking about with slide 3. You're going to see some of these words right here. It looks like our antecedent is cars, but actually our antecedent is neither or neither. So this is the word I want you looking at right here when you're trying to figure out what is my pronoun. This is referring to either one car or the other, so it is considered singular. If you look back on slide 3, you should see the word neither right here, and that means it's singular. So we're going to come over here, and I need a singular pronoun to fit right here. We're not going to say there because even though you see cars, we're looking at neither, and this means it's singular. So neither of the two cars is known for. This is where I'm going to put a singular pronoun, and it's possessive because of the fuel economy, so I'm going to say it's. Okay, for number 2, every police officer anticipated the danger blank would encounter. I see the word every police officer. It looks like that's my subject. What am I going to rename? Every right here is on my singular list. Also, when I look at police officer, I do not see a plural S. So this looks to me like it's going to be singular. So I need a singular pronoun right here. Now, I'm not going to say it because cars don't have gender in English, but police officers do. Now, we don't know if it's a male or female police officer, so we're going to put he or she. That way we can include both genders, but we can also be singular. So every is singular, he or she is singular. Okay, number 3 is kind of a sticky one. The manager or the employees will get blank raises, but not both. When you see or right here, this is an indicator that it is not including both. My first one, manager, is singular. Let's look at our chart for number 3. Of course, we're not going to see the word manager, but we do see the word or. Antecedents joined by or are considered singular. Even though it looks like our second antecedent is plural, because they're joined by or and because it starts with a singular, we're going to keep this singular. And I know that makes number 3 kind of sticky, but we're going to use singular pronouns again for this one. So the manager or the employees will get his or her raises, but not both. Number 4, no one could see where blank was going because of the fog. No one is what we're talking about right here. We need to rename no one, so we need a pronoun that matches this antecedent. Is this singular or is it plural? Let's look on slide 3 and see if no one is over here. Here's no one. It is singular, so I need a singular pronoun right here. I'm going to say he or she because we don't know the gender again. No one could see where he or she was going. All right, for number 5, someone had left blank shoes in my locker. Someone. This looks like our subject. Is it singular or is it plural? Here it is on our singular list right here. That means we need a singular pronoun. Someone had left, and again, we don't know the gender, so we will say his or her shoes in my locker. Okay, let's write one down here that includes a plural personal pronoun. So let me say the students brought blank books to class with them. Okay, so if we're looking at this one, students is plural with that S. Now for this one, you're going to need a plural pronoun. We don't know if the students are male or female, and right here it doesn't necessarily matter. We need a plural pronoun. The students brought, this is going to be possessive, their books to class with them. So this is my pronoun. This is the antecedent that the pronoun renames. Okay? Same here. These are my pronouns. This is my antecedent that the pronoun renames. These are my pronouns. Antecedent, pronoun, and then this is the weird one that had the 2 antecedents. Pronouns. Antecedent is actually every, because every renames police officer. And it's, the antecedent is neither, which renames the cars. So your antecedent is what your pronoun is renaming. And remember always, if your antecedent is plural, your pronoun needs to be plural as well. If you see an individual pronoun like his or her, singular, then your antecedent must also be singular. So keep this chart as a reference. So when you're doing your warm-ups, if you see one of these words on the left side here that's singular, like anybody or somebody, then you can go back and make sure your pronoun is singular as well. Okay? And hopefully that helps.